Hello everybody, today we're starting in Magical Worlds and we'll be using our Botanical set of 12 pencils. So let's get started. All right, we're going to start with our blue, our lightest blue over here, which is the blue slate. We'll zoom in like this and make sure. The first thing you're going to do is put blue slate everywhere where the background is. So this is part of the series that we have with this set, because the principle behind it is that I'm having a hard time concentrating and talking at the same time. If you're just wanting to try Prismacolor to see if you like them, then having a 12 set like this allows you to test them out. So you can follow along this color along, and I have two others as well. So I have the playlists on my channel. So the first thing to do on this page is the blue slate 1024. Do a very light coat everywhere. All the background, you can do that while you're watching TV, relaxing. And then you're going to take your olive green 911 and you're going to come towards the leaf here. Here. Okay, so the first layer was the blue slate, and now we're with the olive green. Okay, and then we're going to come in with the non-photo blue. We're going to go over that green and out. Over the green and out. And then with our 913 spring green, we're going to go over all of that and out a little bit. All over and out. There. Then with the yellow, we're just going to go outside where we stopped. Let's go in a little bit over here. There, where there's some room left. There. With the non-photo blue, we're going to go over our blue slate. So we have a layer of blue slate everywhere here. So with the non-photo blue, go around the leaf. And then with the olive green, We'll go around the leaf, close to the leaf, out a little bit against the other leaf. And then with our spring green, we'll come back here. So we're just going with our yellow. Okay. So at the bottom of these leaves here, we're going to go with the olive green. Then we'll go out with the spring green. So we're going to make it easier on us. We're going to do that with all of them. So the bottom of these leaves here, we started with the blue slate. Olive green, spring green, okay, so we're going to make it easier on us. We're just going to use these, the spring green 913, olive green 911, blue slate 1024, lemon yellow 915, non-photo blue 919. Okay, so we have some more leaves there. We started with our blue slate. Are they in the, yes, they are. So we start with the blue slate at the bottom of the leaf here. Then we go with the olive green. The spring green. The yellow, lemon yellow. We'll come out with the lemon yellow. And then with the non, we'll go, okay, let's start over. The blue slate 1024 at the bottom. The non-photo, olive green, and yellow. Hopefully this makes sense. Okay, so here we'll just add a bit of non-photo blue over here. these bottom leaves here. We'll start with non-photo. The olive green at the tip of the leaves. The spring green 913. Blend out the olive green. And with the yellow, blend everything out. Okay, let's go ahead with the non-photo blue under this flower here. The olive green in the corner here under the petals. Spring green to come out. And then the yellow. Okay, so we have a layer of blue slate 1024 everywhere on the background, right? We're going to come under this flower here. With our second layer of blue slate. Then we're going to come in with the non-photo. Come out a bit. Come in with the olive green under the petals here. And then with the spring green. Let's go on the other side here and just add a little bit of non-photo. Olive green in the corner. Spring green. Whoop! I always have to drop a pencil. Spring green and some yellow. All right, let's go back with our green. Where are we? Yeah, we're still in. Let's start the bottom of this petal over here. These stems. A little bit of olive green, a little bit of non-photo blue around the olive green. Spring green with the olive green. little bit of yellow. More olive green. We're going to do the whole stem with the olive green. With the slate blue, we're just going to go very lightly here. We're not going to pass the little flowers, the little hearts. Okay. We're keeping some blue over here. Is that in? Let's go back like this. The non-photo blue. Keep some non-photo blue in there. With the yellow, I'll just put a little bit out here. So I'm blending with the yellow. Okay. Let's see with some flowers how that's going to look. So let's come in with the Pomegranate 195 on one side of the flower. Okay, and with our pink, we'll do the other side. Okay. Let's get some Posca. Where's our Posca? Okay, here we go. try to just put dots on that line. See, it'll be whiter. Can't see the heart anymore. Let's see that heart. Yeah, let's darken all of them. Let's go back with the Pomegranate 195. Just do a V. There we go. All right. Okay. So let's start just with the blues for now. So let's put some blue slate down. Let's go around this flower. I would say that right now this page is at the ugly stage where you want to give up. I do anyways, but I'm going to keep going because sometimes these are the prettiest pages in the end. Okay, now with the non-photo blue, we went here, here, here. Went down here, and let's go in this area here. Okay, with the olive green, let's come this way, over here. And then with the spring green, we'll go off the olive green and spread that out a bit. And then with the yellow, we'll go off of the green and put some yellow there. The spring green was all right. Let's add some non-photo blue over here. This is just so difficult to explain. I guess you just really have to follow me. Blue slate. So the non-photo blue. Some olive green. Spring green off of the olive green. Some non-photo blue over here. Some olive green over here. Spring green. Yellow. Let's put some non-photo blue over here. Sorry, that's olive green. Spring green from there. Non-photo blue over here. Spring green. Let's put some olive green right on the spring green. some non-photo blue. Some yellow. Okay, where's my eraser? Let's go in with some slate, blue slate. I am going heavy-handed, I must admit. Some green, more green over here. Some yellow. Okay, I'm going to stop here. So I don't know. I'm going to add more of the non-photo blue. Maybe I'll appreciate it more if I have more blue. I think with more blue, I'm a bit, I like it a little bit better now. With the blue slate, just going delicately here. needed more blue. So I don't know if this is going to be easy to follow or not. I'm with the blue slate right now, blending out the areas that are uneven. Okay, so where we might want it to be darkest might be down here. So we'll come back with some olive green. There'll be a little bit of shade under the flowers here. So with the olive green and the non-photo blue. That'll be pretty much the darkest areas around the leaf, the bottom of these stems. So olive green, and then I go over it with the non-photo. Okay. So we have a little circle of yellow here. That's fine. We can here. Under this flower here, we'll go with the olive underneath. The non-photo. We can blend that out with the slate blue. the non-photo, I'll add a bit more. With the blue slate, I'll just blend it out here. Okay, I think that I'll leave it like that for now. And once in a while, I'll come back and have a look at it and see what it is I like and what it is I don't like. The non-photo. Okay. The little stars, whoop, the little stars will be white. Okay, we don't see it much because let's sharpen our non-photo blue. With the yellow around, we don't see the white, so I'm just gonna go outline the star. Okay. Just by adding little dots, there's more white that goes on it, so it comes out whiter. Well, looks more like not a star. Okay. Let's put some stars in the sky. Always looks better when we add the stars. A white star. If I leave the black, we see it, but I'm not going to leave the black. but you could if you wanted to. Why don't we color a flower? See how that's going to look. If we start liking what we're doing, if it starts being pleasing to the eye, then we'll be able to continue the other side. Because right now I'm not sure. Okay, so let's go in with the pinks. So we'll start at the bottom, like 4 or 5 layers, and then we'll come out with a lighter hand. So darker on the bottom and lighter on top. Darker on the bottom, lighter on the top. Darker, lighter. Okay. With the pomegranate 195, there's this little area that is very dark here between the petals. I'm going to fill that up. And then where the lines are, we're going to follow the lines. Okay. Now, you see this petal is over this one, so we're going to make that a bit darker here. This petal is over this one, so we're going to make that darker on this petal. This petal's on this one, so we're going to make that area darker. this petal's on top and this petal's on top on both sides. So both sides are going to be darker. It's going to be darker, darker. Okay. So let's make sure that this has a nice blend. Go around and then just a little bit on the line. We want to keep our line, so we'll just go on top in the same direction. So the lighter part, we're going with our pink. The lines, we're just going on top in the same direction of the line. Okay. Let's go in with some yellow. Go around with our green and do like a half moon, like that. And just the bottoms of each little petal. Like that. So with our Posca, we're going to add some little dots. And we're going to circle our petals. Like that. There we go. Let's sharpen the olive green. So we'll just do the little stem here with the olive green, and then we'll just go under the petal. Make this our shaded area on both sides. And with the non-photo glue, go over the olive green. A bit more. It's subtle, but we do notice that it's darker. There we go. So that's how we're going to do this flower and these three. So I'm going to say good night, and I hope this wasn't too hard for you to have to follow me everywhere. Like, okay, now she's putting that color. Where is she going now? What color is she putting down now? This is the non-photo. So we'll see how we feel about this in the morning. Because there's often an ugly stage, you know, where you're like, oh, no, I'm not sure. But then all of a sudden it's like, oh, wow, okay. It's a good thing I didn't stop. Let me put some more stem in the olive green. Yeah, the more that we color in the elements, the more that we say, okay, that's good. It's good. It's getting there. I'm gonna say there's some shade there underneath this, underneath that leaf, and underneath that leaf, and that leaf. So my shading is done with the olive green and the non-photo. So the olive green and the non-photo. I'm gonna drink some water here. I think I might end up liking it. When I take a step back tomorrow, right? I'm gonna add blue slate over here. You know, it's little tweaks here and there that I like this, I don't like that, but so maybe with a little bit of Posca. Yeah, I admit when I put the Posca on, it helps a lot. Alrighty, thank you for watching, and I wonder if anybody's gonna do this. Maybe they'll leave me a little message. All right, a little comment. Ooh. All right, so you take care, and I'll see you the next time.